Can we just let black women enjoy things? Is that too much to ask? Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another King of Reads video. Girl, it is time for us to talk about a lot of stuff. I know y'all like, Justin, you late. I am late, girl. I had to get my spirit together. So many things I want to tell y'all about. I had a wonderful week, plus the wonderful weekend I had with my parents, my family. I went home to Memphis to kick it with them. But girl, it was a lot of stuff that's been going on the last couple of days. Just in the last couple of days, just today, Cardi B then came out and deleted some tweets and reposting them, defending Kylie Jenner for being in that video. Girl, I got to drag that. Also, we got this situation with Tahiri and that guy who I'm not gonna name. Girl, it's some more details that came out about that, so I want to talk about that. Also, I'm gonna talk about Ellen DeGeneres and girl, all these folks coming out to defend her. Girl, it's just a bunch of mess. But before we get into all of that, y'all know we got to go ahead into our mental check-in. So let's get it. Let's go. But I had a wonderful weekend. I think the weekend before, not this past weekend, but the weekend before that, I went to Memphis and I went and spent time with my family. I surprised my family. I surprised my mama. I came in the house. It was like 11, 12 o'clock. And she was so shook she didn't know who I was. It was beautiful. I needed that moment. I needed to be close to where I was, raised up. I need to be close to the person who brought me in this world, or the persons who brought me in this world. So I need to be around them. Also, I need to be around my brother, my cousins, all of them. So it was just a rejuvenating situation considering all the drama I've dealt with the last month. I am back on Twitter, stirring the pot, shaking the pot, put that macaroni in the cheese, and that's some wet gushy. Okay, get into it. But I'm back on Twitter. I took a hiatus. I rested my mind, my body, my soul, my spirit, all of those things. I needed it. I needed the girls was coming for me, girl. They was eating your boy up. And then I also dealt with some unnecessary drama from a former friend, and I'm just wishing them the best as always. I did a video about that. Y'all saw that. Y'all were so encouraging and so uplifting. I got apologies from folks who, stirred the pot with that. I appreciate that. So, girl, everything has been great. Everything is good over here. And I got a chance to talk to Brandy. Yes, the last video I did, the King of Reads video I did before I left, y'all saw that I wanted to meet Brandy in the little, what she was having a listening party for her new album, B7. And I got a chance to speak with her.
Yes! Yes! First of all, when I tell you I am shook beyond...
I'm shook right now. I'm shook right now. I am shook. I am a fan. I am a fan.
Oh my God, you cannot be a fan of me.
Yes, I am. You keeps it all the way real and you say things that I can't say, Justin.
That's what I try to do. That's what I try to do.
I love you. Thank you for being here.
So yes, all of that was everything. Like, I just felt so good to be around her and be in her spirit and hear her talking just around a bunch of fans. So it was everything. My week has been good. Even though I got a viral tweet going on Twitter that's getting me dragged a little bit. But I mean, anytime you talk about any form of oppression, people who don't get it, who just don't want to read or just don't want to pay attention are going to have some things to say. And the girl, we ain't worried about them. We on our own stuff. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the sponsorship. Now, before we get into the rest of the sickening content today, I want to talk about one of today's sponsors, Surfshark. Surfshark is an app and browser extension that basically lets you place your laptop or phone anywhere in the world and lets you access the internet as if you were in that country. This allows you access to unblocked websites and other content that you can't see in different countries. Now, how can this be beneficial for you? I'm gonna give you a case in point how it was beneficial for me. A couple of months ago, Avatar: The Last Airbender was dropped on Netflix, but it was not dropped in the US. It was only available in certain countries. So we had to wait all the way until, June and July before they made it available on the US. Now, if I had Surfshark then, I would have been able to bypass all of that and access all of this content that I wasn't able to see, including The Circle, because I love The Circle on Netflix, and they got a UK version too, but it ain't available on the US. So girl, I was able to use this to watch other content that is not available by just masking my IP address. Now, that's just one of the many things that you can get out of using Surfshark. You can also protect your online identity. With Surfshark, you can protect yourself from data, theft, tracking, and surveillance, and commercial targeting. Now, have you ever had those moments you was thinking about something, you said something out loud, then you get on Facebook and you see the advertisement? Girl, that's what I'm talking about. Not just that, when you're using public Wi-Fi, you're probably checking your bank account information, and we ain't trying to lose no coins in the middle of no pandemic. today. So what you need to be doing is going to search bar using my code KINGEREES to save 85% off. Yes, all of my subscribers and viewers, anybody who's watching this can use the code KINGEREES to get 85% off plus 3 extra months for free. And Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. There's no risk to try it out for yourself. Follow the link in the description box. Also follow the link in the top comments. In the comments, save your 85% off. Get them 3 extra months for free. I already got my account. Where you at, sis? Because you can't even find me. Yes, I know y'all wasn't expecting that. Yes, Kingeries, we growing. Thanks, shout out to y'all. Love y'all so much, girl. But with that being out, let's go ahead and get into the tea, girl. What is going on? Let's go ahead and talk about this Kylie Jenner situation with her being in the WAP video. I know I did a video about it. Y'all all watched it, but I got some couple of things I want to say because we got new details. And the details is coming out, and girl, it's not looking really good. So Cardi B went on Twitter and she posted some tweets that are now deleted. And she basically defended Kylie being in the video. And I told you all in my video that it wasn't about Kylie being in the video to get more visibility. It wasn't about promotion. It was, of course it was a little bit, but that wasn't the overall goal to have her in there. The overall goal was that she was just cool with her and just put her in the video. A lot of people did not like that. A lot of folks were just not feeling it, and I don't blame them at all. I didn't like her being in the video for several reasons. She's a culture vulture for one. She's also has been called out several times for stealing creativity from black women, not posting black women stuff when she buys it or uses it or do whatever. She literally is wearing black women aesthetic. Kylie Jenner is not talented. She can't sing, she can't dance, she can't even walk on beat. They had to turn the music off for her to walk and just open the door. So this white woman has been able to do all this amass, all this wealth by stealing all of these things from black folks, from black women specifically, and is able to make millions of, and some folks have argued $1 billion versus black women who are trying to get where Kylie Jenner is, will never be referred to as just Kylie Jenner or whatever name. Like, they will be referred to as a rapper's baby mama. Think about all the other baby mamas of women who've been in a relationship with rappers and no longer together, and they just a baby mama. Like, that's it. That's all they're called. Like Future's ex-girlfriends and what have you, and all these offsets. Like, all these women have to fight in court to get coin and stuff to pay for the kids that they had with this famous person, versus a person like Kylie is able to make money off of that. So, and pay attention to it. Every person in their family has a black boyfriend or a black husband, or used to have one at one point. I think it's only one that doesn't or never had one. But pay attention that even the white son was in a relationship with a black woman that gave him more visibility. Think about that. Like, we don't want any of these folks in our culture, period. That's all we have. We're going to protect it. If you ain't interested in protecting it, that's your business. But girl, this is all I got. This is all I got, and I'm going to fight for it. I'm going to fight and protect it. So, you know, let's talk about Cardi B and what she said in these now deleted tweets. So honestly, the tweets were in response of Danielle Young, who tweeted this. Normani did all of this and Kylie walked down the hall and opened a door. If that's not a perfect visual indication of black women having to do the most and white women doing the bare minimum to get somewhere, I don't know what is. And this tweet, I actually retweeted because I agreed 100%. Like, it was a metaphor. It was like, this is how it looks. And I was like, that's exactly what I've been talking about. So Cardi B responded and said, Normani is one of the best female artists that dances like she dances her ass off. Why would she open a door? Please tell me how that would make sense. The best part of the song is the beat and the hook. It what makes you want to shake your head. Cardi's not getting it. She's not getting it. We're not saying that Normani is not talented, but Normani has to do way more. That like, girl, have you never watched Scandal? Girl, that was the perfect conversation about that. Like, doing 2 times as much as what they do just to get half of what they got. And then when you look at the totem pole, like, look at it. Like, even like Normani is dark skinned, we also have to talk about that too. So versus someone who took years to get an image and a voice and get vocal lessons, given time and money and all of these resources because they were desirable and they were light-skinned, they had like all of these things and they were thin, versus Normani is not giving any of that. And me giving that little short thing, that fits a lot of, you know, female artists who've been propped up by these big corporations and stuff. Like, girl, this is the image. Even to the point when we talked about Rita Ora, some folks just found out Rita Ora wasn't black not too long ago, but folks assumed that she was black. These folks reach out, these companies know that. Like, let's get as close to blackness without it being black, because that is what is marketable. Because we don't want to. This stuff has been going on since Ray Charles. Everybody else, like Elvis, literally was stealing black culture and doing. That's why we're not interested in it. That's why we're protecting it. Because history instead of repeating itself. And for the person who was mad because we had a conversation about it and we should be signing petitions on Breonna Taylor and all these other things, we can do multiple things at one time. It took me 30 seconds to come in and post it and talk about this. It doesn't cost me anything to talk about. And this is a byproduct of white supremacy overall. How white folks are able to take from our culture and make money off of it. And not put any black folks on. When has Kylie ever put any black folks on? Jordan Woods? Barely. Girl, they ain't even cool. So what does that tell you? So back on Cardi B. I'm not pissed off at Cardi B. I'm mad overall at Kylie because she shouldn't have been in it, but I don't expect much. And I'm still going to drag her. But folks like Cardi, y'all invite these folks to the cookout. Y'all invite them to the cookout. Not everything is about race. There's issues out here in the world that is about race that I preach all the time about. This is not about race. Cardi B, you don't have the range, girl. I'm just going to be honest with you, sis. You do a 1-2 step. You sit with Bernie Sanders. You talk to him for a minute. You see, you say that poor folks are dying. We know that, girl. We experiencing it. But you still don't understand it. You still not grasping it. You're still surrounding yourself with other rich celebrities. You still on Twitter talking about, oh girl, I got $3, $4, $5 million. I don't even know what I want to do. I don't want nothing else. I'm just gonna let the money sit in the account. You still don't understand. You still not getting it, girl. So y'all be wanting to be political without doing the work. You can't do that. It does not work like that. So Cardi should know better. That's why she deleted the tweets. That's why she deleted the tweets, girl. Like, it's a mess. Like, Cardi put this girl in this video because she's friends with her. And that's what she said. She said, why did I put Kylie in the music video? She treated my sister and daughter so loving at her birthday party. Travis and Seth are really close. And Kris Jenner have given me advice on certain things I asked for. And her husband, real cool with me. She should be giving you advice because she really profiting off of your whole aesthetic. Don't you get that? Keep these folks out the culture, period. And let alone, Kylie has been called out several times for taking stuff from black women, her and her sisters. So girl, what is you talking about? Like, this is why abolish celebrity. This is why I'm not interested in any of this. This is why I'm not interested in protecting. Explain to me how a black woman like Cardi B is going to protect a rich white woman who got more followers and more social media following than Cardi B. And Cardi B got way more talent. Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense. So Cardi needs to be dragged for this. She needs to, because these celebrities who be out here selling and stuff, like this stuff was for black folks, specifically black women. Like, girl. And then you got this white walker walking around Tootsie Roll. Like, girl, I'm not interested in that. So I said my piece on there. You also got these men that are upset about this video, and I'm just like, girl, why y'all so pressed about it? Like, girl, like, y'all have had women in all these rappers have had all these, video vixens in their videos for years, using them as furniture. But now women are taking, and they've been doing it. Now you see a couple of women, a couple of female rappers doing it. Now it's like, oh, now you got somebody like CeeLo out here coming out and saying that this ain't needed and this and that. Like, CeeLo, ain't you got your own situation going on with rape and stuff? Like, don't you got a situation like now the rapists want to talk? Girl, like, what? Now you want to talk like, it's just, what is you talking about? So it's confusing to me and my homegirls why these men are so interested in all the stuff that is going on, and why men are even interested in protecting Kylie Jenner, like gay men protecting Kylie Jenner. Like, she don't need no protection. Us talking about her is not going to cost her anything. That's the most we can do is say, girl, we ain't interested. I bet you Cardi been paying attention. She been seeing it. But the problem with these celebrities is they be thinking that we saying this because we hating. No, girl, this all we got is our culture. And we are interested in protecting it. And that's on period. So if you don't get there, I don't know what to tell you, sis. If you don't get there, you ain't interested in protecting the culture, then girl, you a sellout. And that's just it. That's just it. But I'm going to protect the culture as much as I can and protect the black women who are in the culture, who make the culture. That's it. But moving on swiftly and professionally, honey, let's talk about Ellen DeGeneres. I want to really get into this conversation about Ellen DeGeneres because sis has been getting her butt handed to her the last couple of months. Not surprising to me. Honestly, I asked a couple of my followers to compile some videos of me talking about Ellen, because I've been talking about how trash Ellen is for years. I've been saying that Ellen has been selling this false positivity culture for the longest. Like, oh, I don't do anything. I'm just a lesbian white woman. I don't do any harm. I'm just like, look at me. And come to find out, she's been like having folks in toxic work environments. A couple of a producer came out, the black DJ came out and said, girl, like all of these people are saying these things. All these folks are coming out, you know, making it known like, hey girl, this is true, this ain't this, and people are shocked. Like, people are shocked. But I'm gonna tell you this, if Ellen was interested in being this positive person who she claimed to brand herself, she would be out here talking to these folks and say, you know what, sis, let me investigate and find out what's going on. Let me hold these folks accountable. Let me hold myself accountable for what's going on. Let me get this together, because, you know, that's the work. That's you being positive. Because if I'm a positive person and I recognize that I caused someone harm or somebody pain, I'm going to be out trying to figure out what it is, not dismissing it. But she's not able to dismiss it, one, because she's a white woman. She ain't got to see it. She ain't got to see the toxic stuff. That's just who she is. She can't separate that. But she being called out. Now she got these celebrities coming out. You got, what's his name? I can't even think of the old talk show. Jay Leno coming out saying something. Then you got Kevin Hart out here saying something. You got all these celebrities coming out here saying they've never experienced any of this with Ellen. But none of y'all are the working class folks who was working at her job, at her company, at her show. So how you gonna come out and stand with something that you have not been affected by? How are you a host? Of course she ain't gonna treat the talent bad. Of course she's not. And we've seen how she did Mariah Carey when she was trying to force Mariah Carey to drink some champagne to see if she was pregnant or not. Like, Ellen has done some stuff that was like questionable. Like, why would she do that? And it's just like, oh, that's just Ellen. So now she's dealing with it. Now she in the PR machine is moving to protect her brand, protect her image. That's what's going on. That's why I got these celebrities out here posting pictures of her hugged up and sitting next to her, to reinforce that she is a good person, because we've not seen Ellen on the couch. So this is honestly the perfect time for her to be called out, because she can't get on her and produce that positive stuff by giving some poor person a $5,000 check, or taking somebody who was reacting to gentrified food being cooked and give them money and make them rich and famous. She's not able to do that right now. So this is the perfect time for the conversation to be had, because it's just like we hyper-focused on her being just a real person dealing with real world issues just like everybody else. She is human, and she should be held accountable like anybody else. She's not special. She's not. She's just white. So I'm just so confused of why Kevin Hart felt the need to come in to defend her and all this other stuff. Then folks said, girl, you ain't say nothing about Nick Cannon. Then he said, I was on the phone with the boss and stuff to help Nick Cannon, whatever. Like, girl, honestly, Kevin Hart and Nick Cannon can be thrown away. I ain't interested in neither one of them. Both of them give me hotel behavior, especially Nick Cannon. So that's all I got on that. But girl, I'm interested y'all think about what I've said about this Ellen DeGeneres situation. Please comment below, let me know your thoughts. So let's talk about WE tv cutting ties with Tamar Braxton and what that possibly could mean for Tamar Braxton and the Braxtons. Tamar Braxton came out and made a post. Apparently WE tv has cut several ties with her, and she will no longer be on anything else. They're still going to drop the show that she did. The show that she did or whatever, but Tamar will not be doing it. Like, her contract is gone. They've just boarded it out. Honestly, I think this is the best thing for Tamar Braxton. Hopefully she can take some time and focus on her music, write all the stuff that she's experienced, down to some music, market it as that. That's all I can offer Tamar. Like, get in the studio, write, put that voice to work, do all of that. Like, talk about what you got going on, put it in the music. That's what you've been doing. You good at that. Like, make it happen. Like, Tamar, you are talented with that. Make that happen. But I don't think we need to see you on TV anymore. I think that has really hurt your brand, and you've been trying to clean it up over the last couple of years after you've been fired from the Rhea. And I think you've just not been successful at that. You've been attacking Loni Love several times, making it seem like that she got you fired, and Loni Love's her story has remained consistent for the last couple of years, and she's been very positive on like talking about you, and that's you attacking her and everything else. And you got your fans out here making fun of her and making fat jokes. I think you laughed at a couple of fat jokes. So like, it wouldn't be surprising if you were a little bit toxic yourself. But I hope that Tamar gets the healing. I hope that she, is getting the necessary help that she needs, because sis, it was a little too much for me. Some of the stuff, but girl, I'm still not sure how to feel, because if I'm calling and somebody out here that did something, I'm calling it 911, I'm not gonna be out here talking about where they was at work and this happened. Can we get some medical services over here immediately? I'm not gonna be. It gave me very much like let's use this opportunity to talk about the show so it can be promoted. It just didn't feel authentic at all to me. And it's just I got so many questions about that. But in time, the tea will come out and we'll find out. So let's move on to the other tea that came out, because Miss Jaguar, an artist, has been calling the girl. She's been calling y'all super woke faves out. Girl, she called everybody out from Gia Scott, Erykah Badu, to Common. And what's funny about all of this is Common is now in a relationship with Tiffany Haddish. And they have confirmed, well, she has confirmed their relationship. And Common out here dealing with being called out about sexual misconduct and assault. And Miss Jaguar was on the live stream talking to somebody, and she said that, while she was laying down asleep, Common had, did put something in her mouth, put his stuff in her mouth while she was asleep. And she went into detail about a couple of other things. And she said she just don't trust men, and a lot of these men who are out here today, these artists and stuff, were out here knowing about R. Kelly doing those things, and they was a part of. Girl, she was calling the girls out. I don't blame Jaguar for spilling the tea and talking about all these folks. It doesn't surprise me. I am not the biggest fan of Erykah Badu. She has said some very questionable stuff over the years. You burning sage and incense and all that and spirituality, all that stuff does not move me. I want to see what you're doing for the people. I don't care about you burning grass outside to get rid of the evil spirits. You might need to burn them and breathe them in like a breathing treatment to get them evil spirits out of your body. So all of that third eye stuff, I'm just not. That stuff is so toxic sometimes, because folks would use that just to say I'm a good person, just like folks do. I'm a Christian, so I would never do those things. It's the same stuff. It's just repackaged as something else, and I'm just not interested in it at all. So I wonder, is Common going to respond to these allegations? Probably interested in them to pass over, but I don't know, girl. We're in a new age, and I don't know if it's gonna pass. I don't know, but you a man, you'll still make it. Look at girl. I just seen a tweet of P. Diddy. Apparently allegedly got, girl, let me say, Mia, Justin Combs' mother, pregnant at the age of 16 or 17. Like Diddy is 9 years older than her. They said sis gave birth to Justin, or I think her oldest child, at the age of 17. Girl, what? Like P. Diddy was 24, 25. And homegirl, I think her name was, let me make sure, I think her name was Maya. No, I missed her name, but her name is Misa Hilton Brim. So, that doesn't surprise me. We've been like a lot of these folks are some predators, and that's some predatorial shit. I don't trust Diddy, I don't trust them, all of them got to go. And I wonder when they're going to be held accountable for the stuff they was doing, because they were doing some real trash stuff in the beginning. But girl, these folks were doing some real trash stuff when they was out here working at these labels and stuff, and they had money, power, influence. They did not care. They did not care. So, girl, that's what it is. What else do I want to talk about? I want to talk about this versus that 2 Chainz and Rick Ross did. I watched a little bit of it. I expected 2 Chainz to come in there with a full energy, full everything, and he did not. Girl, he was so tired. He was so over it. Rick Ross was the one performing and giving life and lip syncing for his life and vibing, and 2 Chainz was just bored, and it was just so lack of energy. So you can tell that the Verzuz has become a little bit more commercial. They cleaned it up. They performing. They got the camera quality looks good. The only thing I say about that is kind of losing this authenticity. And I think when you are trying to clean up and make it a little bit more, palatable or whatever it is, it kind of loses the authenticity. Like, you got to be very careful of that. The same thing with me when I started to edit videos more and I started to get better lighting. Folks were like, I miss when you were sitting in the toilet in the bathroom. I was like, girl, but that wasn't comfortable. I hated that. So some folks you got to just move slowly. But I feel like Verzuz is becoming very much commercial. They had Ciroc there, they like this and that. It was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. But making money, but it wasn't about money, which is about 2 artists vibing with good music and stuff, and just the music has already been made. If anything, y'all just making folks update their playlists and going back and remember those moments that they were in. Like how I look at it as folks want to be taken back out of the place they are in now. So they want to know when they heard that song by 2 Chainz, where they was at, take them back, the nostalgia of it. And then they'll be listening to this when they hear it in the clubs, when the clubs and stuff back open up for real, they'll be like, you know what, play that, because I remember I was in the house, I was like, I can't wait. That's how y'all make money. That's how y'all do it. Y'all keep yourself current. Like that, like, cause we ain't going to no concerts right now. I ain't going to no concerts. And I don't think a lot of states gonna let y'all have no concerts. Not with this pandemic still tap dancing on everybody. But that's all I got for this sickening Kingeries video that I'm giving y'all on a beautiful Monday. I hope y'all get in the Monday. Y'all probably are getting in Monday. But shout out to our sponsor for today. Shout out to all of y'all for believing in Kingeries and all of the brand. Make sure you're checking out the articles on kingeries.com because I did a full thing about Cardi B and this whole Kylie Jenner situation. So it's on there with the screenshots and everything. So I love y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Bye.
Well, right now, Black people business. Where you need to be, the Bass Pro Shop, signing some petitions or paying reparations. Where you are right now,